Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So Pisces, we're going to go into the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck, Wild Unknown Animal Tarot deck, Spirit Animal, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. I can't remember now. You know what it is. You know what it is. It's a pretty famous deck, man. So we're going to do that. I'm going to pull out a card to see what the overall energy is, and I'm going to build a pyramid out of the tarot cards to see what we have here. Oh, this is bothering me. Sorry. I pile my cards on a plexiglass shelf in front of the camera, and if one of them is appearing, it bothers me. It's like my OCD there. Okay, are we ready, Pisces? I'm ready to do this reading for you guys. If this reading resonates with you, and it may or may not, because it's a general reading, take what does and throw the rest out. There is an extended, so if you are drawn to the extended, the link to that is at the top of the description. Oh, as well, the comments are turned off in the actual video here, but you can go to the community section of this channel. There'll be an area there to comment for all videos that come out this week, if you want to comment, share, or connect. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Wow. A rebirth in you. It just feels like you, like coming out of these deep waters, like swimming in a place where you feel really comfortable with your feelings and your emotions, who you are, kind of recognizing yourself for being an oddball. I want to say that because I'm just thinking about the whale, like it's a mammal submersed in this aquatic system, and most mammals are not living in the ocean. Most mammals are living on ground. So you are sort of this, but it's so magnificent and so well adapted to this environment. It's quite beautiful. And sort of even perhaps recognizing this within yourself, rising up out of the fire, born, like pushed through something that was not your element. This fire spirit guided you through something. And then like really recognizing who you are and the value that you have. But it was a deep dive, and it was sort of a dive that involved going somewhere and looking around and seeing sharks and turtles and fish and starfish and thinking, hey, I'm not like any of them, but I'm pretty unique and I'm still pretty powerful in this system. I really like that. Oh, look at you. Wow, what are you doing? Oh, I can't believe what you have here. This is amazing. I was just thinking about two of these animals specifically while I was walking my dog Lily this morning. Okay, so, okay, and those are reversed, which is very poignant. You have the cosmic egg. This is beautiful. This is something from the ethereal, something that's, part of your life journey here that you're about to hatch out. You're getting really close to it. Look it's almost like you're holding it and you're participating in something new occurring for you. And I love that this is getting ready to come into the 3 dimension. It's not here yet because it's still up in space, up in the ethereal, part of the energy of the cosmos and your mind and your thoughts and your hopes and your dreams. It's still wrapped up and it's safe and sound here, but you are kind of connecting with it. You're feeling it. You're playing with it in different ways again. And it seems like it's kind of linked to like rediscovering yourself on a whole new level. Now, this is what I love. These 2 little critters, I thought about them very much this morning. I don't know, I have weird thoughts. So, and they're reversed. So I was thinking about it. It's so uncanny that this would come out. I was walking Lily and it's been raining quite a bit here. I'm just going to show it to you upright. It's been raining quite a bit here. And on one of the paths that we go on, there's like a bit of a, I don't know if I would call it a green space. Like it's a few, maybe 20 feet of green space in a linear way. Like you follow it on this path. And some of the worms have come off and, they're on the asphalt and they're trying. I always think it's like, it's a race for life. Like, can we get to the other side where there's grass again? Because they feel exposed. And there was one worm in particular. I stopped and I watched him. Because I was so impressed. It was a big worm. He was really, really big. And he was moving across the asphalt, right? And the way I'm doing that. So it was fascinating to watch him because he stretched himself out to such an extent. And then he contracted all the muscles. And then he stretched out all his muscles. And then he contracted. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, It's like contraction and expansion, contraction and expansion, contraction and expansion. And through doing that, he's getting somewhere, and he's getting somewhere much more efficiently than the other worms. The other worms were kind of like this. They didn't know what the hell to do on the asphalt. It's just a mess. They weren't utilizing sort of the cycle of life and the movement of life. And that's what I was thinking about with the worm. I know, I go into these deep. I was like, this worm is so fascinating. To me, I was looking at this worm and I thought, it's almost like this worm is holding the mystery to life. Like this expansion, and he would expand. It's like he just knew. Like maybe he'd been on that asphalt before. Maybe you'd been on some sort of similar journey before, but it's not quite the same. You're rising up to something different, right? It's new. It's a new experience. Maybe it's a level of asphalt he hasn't been on. It's a moisture level that he hasn't experienced on the asphalt. I don't know, but it's a little different somehow. But he knew how to master it. And I didn't even, because I was like, Lily keeps getting upset because I keep picking up worms and putting them back in the grass. I was picking up worms. This guy, I didn't even touch him. He was going. He knew what he was doing, and he was moving. I'm like, I'm leaving it up to you, buddy. You got this all under control. But it was fascinating. This expand and contract, expand and contract, expand and contract. And in so many ways, that's about like ourselves too. Like if you're going to grow internally, or you're going to go and learn something like, let's say you go out and you have some sort of new experience in life, whether it's at work or at a party or a group of people, and then it sort of expands your mind. And then maybe you go home and you spend the weekend sitting home and you think about all this. It's almost like contracting all of this information and turning it into something useful. And that's what this worm was doing. I was so impressed with this worm. I really was. It was just a beauty to watch him. And his body, into like just the evolution of this worm. I was just looking at him and thinking, God, he's just perfect. And he just stretched as far to the point that, I mean, he was a big, fat, juicy one. You know, they look really rosette and like a burnt kind of umber color. But when he stretched out, he almost like became translucent. I could see within him. So in some way, that growth is it's exposing what is not seen too. Exposing what is not seen, coming out of the depths. And then this great contraction pulled everything behind. The back end got cut up to the front. It was amazing. You have this part of the worm. So I feel like you are that great worm that I was witnessing, like expanding and contracting and expanding and contracting and making huge headway across the asphalt, where all the other worms were just a mess. And I was trying to help these. I mean, you don't got it figured out at all. You're the mess. Okay, so there's that. It's reversed. And now Mr. Froggo. This is funny because I was watching on Netflix, David Attenborough. I think it's A Color of Nature. It's something like that. It's probably out there. I think it's one of the newest ones. And kudos to this guy too. I thought he was in his 80s. The guy is 94. It's just amazing. So anyway, so he was talking about how animals use color. And I was thinking about this card as I was pre-shuffling this deck before doing your video. It kept showing itself. And I thought, I have a new vision of this card now. Everything that I learned about these little colorful frogs. And, you know, the brighter the color, the more poison they hold in their body. And I thought, isn't that amazing? Like that, and it also signifies their strength to other frogs. I guess I got a lot of poison in me. I'm pretty strong and robust. And of course, I think it's typically the male frog. So it's the masculine energy too that takes this on and displays it to other masculine energy to show how potent I am. Look at how potent I am. Don't come near me. But yet it actually attracts the female, the feminine energy. It's like, whoa, he's got potency. He knows where to find the good stuff to eat. I want my offspring to have that ability. So, but what I find is interesting is with the water, this is in reverse. So to me, I feel like usually this card, it had a very simple, it was cleansing, it was nurturing, and it still has that in it, but it's reversed. I feel like you're done cleansing, you're done nurturing, you've taken on your color and you're ready to go with it. And this is, whoa, I'm having the worst time with the cards lately. This is the colors, like these reds, these bright reds and oranges that were really the symbols of like strong poison. Although the color changed depending on, was it little islands? I can't remember now if they were actual islands or they were like, in terms of like metaphorically islands of ecosystem. where the species of frog lived. And because the poisonous plants they ate were a little bit different, so their colors would come out a little bit differently. So again, it depends on where you are and what you're doing with this. This is so cool. Like I don't know if I tapped in to you when I was on my walk. That was crazy. Okay, so it's beautiful. Freaking beautiful, Pisces. So let's pull out some tarot cards. We're like 10 minutes in this. And we've only gone on to the, those, what do you call them, man? Oracle cards. Yeah, that's it. I find like sometimes I'm just like, I can get into these deep things. And then you ask me like, what is that? That thing there. It's, you know, you pick it up and you eat with it. That thing. Oh yeah, fork. All right, Pisces, Pisces. Let's hear more about you, Pisces. It sounds beautiful and wonderful and intriguing. Evolved. Utilizing that to the best of your ability. Yeah, passing the other ones that are all, you know, curled up on the asphalt, not knowing what the heck. What do we do? We lost the soil. Where's the soil? You got to find it. Look at you. The Emperor. You're owning that, man. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I got to see where this goes. But look at what we were just talking about. Oh, it's interesting too because it's like a snake. Or is it a worm? I think it's a snake because you have both here. You're working with both too. Like almost like a species evolutionary process going from here into the snake. Let me just pull everything out here. This reading is going to be like an hour long. I gotta pull these down. It kind of feels like you have nothing to do but internalize. I don't know. The bottom is the Four of Swords, healing, resting, taking a breath. The Four of Pentacles, not moving, containing your energy. It's almost like if you're doing that worm thing, you're doing it in your own house. You're practicing on the treadmill with it. And the Three of Pentacles, trying to move this energy into something that can be utilized and worked and move mountains. To get past things. But right now, your energy is contained. It's interesting. Okay, I'm going to show you each one of these cards because you probably can't see the whole spread. And then I need a second with them. So you had the Emperor. You've got the Emperor. You've got the Daughter of Wands. It's like the Page of Wands. You've got the Daughter of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. You have the Father of Cups. King of Cups. You have the Six of Cups. God, there's so many pages. You have the Daughter of Cups, the Page of Cups. You have the Four of Wands. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Then you have the Five of Cups. This is the poor old horse that hasn't been let out of the barn in an age and a half there. Okay, just on the surface, before I go like really deep in it, it feels so much like, or maybe it will get deep. Let's just keep going with what I got to say. If from everything that I've pulled out so far and what I'm seeing here on the surface, it feels so much like you've done some huge like internal growth here. And you've grown and contracted and grown and contracted to the point that it's gotten you somewhere. Whether that's just built you up like as a spiritual person, your own inner strength, and guidance system here. You really have a focus on what it is exactly that you want. Gosh, this is incredible energy. Because the rainbow just keeps repeating. The Daughter of Pentacles has the rainbow here. The Six of Cups has the rainbow in the roots. So it's like wanting and knowing, like, I don't know if you know how to execute it right now with the energy that exists, but it's as if knowing what it is that you want, how you want to get it started, and how you want to make it grow long term, and put a foundation there so that this doesn't come down. It's really strong, right? The foundation should at least be as big as, if not bigger than, the canopy above it. And then look at, and then you have the reflection of the rainbow. It's like the hope of it in the sky here, taking a practical approach to move forward with all of your deep feelings, all of the feelings that you've discovered in this journey, wanting to ground it, you know, sort of that recognizing I'm the mammal in the ocean, wanting to take, I know what that mammal can do with this. The reflection of all of that within you, allowing it to come gently to the surface. And then it's not talking to me yet. Let's not go there. I don't want to force it because these ones are talking faster. So look at the rainbow picks up again with the image of the snake in your truth, in your clarity, your spoken word, and the Ten of Pentacles. Like this is the epitome of what you want to put into the ground here on a spiritual level. But why? Why do we have this at the top? It's almost as if you see all of this, you have all of this potential, and it's not going anywhere. It's funny. It's a bit reminding me of Aquarius, but it's much more gentle energy. which is right. It's about right. Where you have all this beauty, all this hope, all this expansion. And it's pure, like it feels beautiful. I'm telling you, the rainbows, it's so beautiful. It's taking the water and the passion and the creativity and the artistry and the beauty of life. Like that worm itself, you could draw like a beautiful painting. Probably should do a beautiful picture of a worm. Anything can be a beautiful piece of artwork. That's kind of like the energy of what this is. And knowing exactly how you want to make your artwork for your life here. But something stops it. It's like, and I almost feel like it's stopped a few times because my little story with this horsey here, one of the first times I pulled out this card and connected to it was this beautiful horse that had spent so much time in the paddock in the barn. I don't know why. It just has shitty owners. Who knows what the situation is? Or maybe he has a problem with his feet. I don't know what it is. But his stall is in a part of the barn where he can see the door out that leads out into the field, out of the barn, and it gets open periodically, and there's hope there. And then this is a situation where the person who typically looks after this horse has come into the barn, is getting ready to open up the paddock for this horse, goes over and opens up the doors from the barn outside, starts walking over here. It's going to happen. It's all going to happen. And then something happens and it doesn't, because all of a sudden, I don't know, somebody's screaming down the way or some other animals have gotten out of the fence and this person is pulled away and it does. And this is the feeling. This is just what I feel like of this horse. Just to walk on the grass and feel the sunshine just once. I just want to feel it once. I thought it was going to happen. That is just one of the saddest cards in all of my decks for me, that Five of Cups. It really is. Because there's so much beauty here. Why doesn't this Four of Wands talk to me? It's obviously the first card I'm going to need to clarify. The Four of Wands is, you know, it is about celebration. It is about union. But it's not speaking to me like the other cards spoke so freely. Oh, now I get it. Okay, there's a color that's missing in there. Because it's the one card that's not screaming rainbow to me. All of the other cards have rainbow. They've got blue, green, orange, yellow, red, violet. But this one doesn't. It has everything but the green. The heart chakra. And so I'm looking, because I'm looking up, I'm picking up, there's a message here. So the Emperor card is also without that color. Actually, the Emperor card is also without the blue. So, oh my gosh, yeah, and these are both number 4. These are both number, so there's a missing piece to this puzzle. And I want to say, so if this, if this has any, so this can go two ways. Because when I looked at this card, and as soon as I looked at the Emperor card, the first thing that I heard was the Empress is missing. That's what I heard. So this could be for yourself going through your own internal development here and getting to the point where your masculine energy has really come to its full strength. But it's not as if that you're not trying to develop the feminine energy. The opportunities are not sitting there to do it. Or it is like an Emperor and Empress energy of like another person is missing in this situation to make this rainbow come true. Whatever it is, the rainbow is not coming true because there's a feminine energy that's missing here. There's an element to that. You can flip it too. Like if you find yourself that, now I've developed my feminine, the Emperor, Empress, it's very similar. It's just yin and yang. So there's something that's missing here. For that celebration to come together. And it's as if like, everything I talked about with that worm, the situation was there for that worm to know exactly how to get past that point and exercise the elements of themselves. As much as it might just be reactive to stimuli, but that's sort of what it is. Like if this is a feminine aspect within you that is not coming to full fruition to create this sort of rainbow energy, it's because the stimuli does not exist to exercise it. So let me look at that Four of Wands. Boy, I don't even feel like there's a lot I need to clarify. No, the Five of Wands, I want to. And the Ace of Swords. That's my nosy. It's like, I need to know what you know and why you feel this way. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. It's the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Oh my God. It's like two. It's putting the work in the feminine. Putting the work into the feminine. Working with the feminine too. There's all that creativity. The creativity, the beauty, the spark, the energy, the expression. Like the Queen of Wands is a real expression of feminine energy. It's very expressive. Where the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing element of feminine energy, but it tends to be a little more contained, where the Queen of Wands is the one that I feel like will really like put that out there. Let's look at this Ace of Swords. Wasn't that interesting? Yeah, there's definitely some sort of development that's going. I can't believe how much these cards are talking to me this morning. This is fascinating. This is, okay, see how this small snake, it's a small, young, perhaps slightly inexperienced snake too, because she's winding around this, is not really sure how to get a grasp on it. But now look at in the future here. This is a much thicker, fully developed snake. It's completely entwined. We have the infinity symbol. Nothing is breaking this. Understanding this knowing. Wrapped around your truth. Kind of struggling with it and getting around the truth. And then here. And again, it's highlighted by the rainbow. By this success. So what is this? This Ace of Swords. Perhaps you know something that's left you feeling disappointed. And oh God, yes. Oh my gosh. The Judgment, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords. You know something about this Ten of Pentacles that's left you feeling like completely defeated. This Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God. I can't believe this is happening. This is crazy. This card literally landed on the flame and jumped off. I have my candle going. That happened yesterday, and I don't remember whose reading it was and which. And it's never happened. Like, I've had this candle going for months. That's really weird. It was the King of Pentacles. Almost like he wanted to throw some sort of responsibility away. Burn it up. The Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. it feels like like the Seven of Swords. Is this an ending to something? Is this something that is very sneaky and deceiving? How too, it feels like wanting to change that energy. I'm not really sure why, with the, like, going from the Seven of Swords, perhaps being like sneaky, or I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that word for this card. Being very kind of covert, playing your cards real close to your chest, doing what you need to do to survive something perhaps, or to get through something, to protect yourself, but then wanting to be like, change that and be like real out in the open and sharing like how you feel, how you, like all these beautiful ideas of rainbow that you see, whatever that is for you, like to share that and express it. I don't know why that King of Pentacles like literally landed on the flame and jumped off. Perhaps there's a feeling of urgency and clarity. Is there a risk to stability? The Five of Cups, because this is what takes us here then. All that takes us here to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Here we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. And the confusion, how to have a, like maybe to how to reach out to this feminine part, either of you or someone that you're dealing with. To the counterpart energy, like however you would view yourself in this. How to reach, how to have a new beginning. It seems like it's just a loss, like it's not working out. It's not happening. There's so much here. I'm hearing too as if like, how could the universe have this much hope and possibility and allow it to be dashed? The Four of Pentacles is at the bottom. Oh my gosh. What's this cosmic egg? What is this cosmic egg for Pisces? Strength. Strength. There's something that you need to work through. It's like the asphalt for the snake. You're on your way there. Everything that's happening is kind of happening to prepare you for that instant in time where you're the one going across the asphalt and everyone else is confused about how to get there. But you're going to know how to do it because you're struggling through something now. Like, I don't know that worm's life, right? I should pull some cards on him and see how interesting his life has been. But he's obviously that worm, she, I think they're like, yeah, are they bisexual? No, that's not right. That would be an orientation. But I think they have both male, they're like Aphrodites, right? Aren't they? Am I getting that right? Oh my gosh. But anyways, the she worm has obviously gone through, like, to be able to cross that asphalt without hesitation, almost knowing that panicking about it isn't going to get me there. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction, but I know I need to go. I need to do exactly what I'm doing right now and not be everyone else going, this is the end of my life, this is it. So there's an experience here that's building up an inner strength and a confidence. Even if it doesn't seem like it makes sense, you just don't know where it's going. But you know if you keep going, you're going to get there. You're going to get success. This is one of those readings where I don't even know what to call it. Like, there's no words for it that would really do it justice. Oh my gosh. The Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Oh, why does this keep happening? Your Six of Cups. You know what makes your heart feel warm? Perhaps being able to present an offer or to receive an offer that's totally, I mean, it's all about emotional fulfillment. There's that literally the end of the painting of this picture that's trying to be painted here, and then having to walk away from it. It's so painful. Oh my gosh, Pisces. I'll ask one more. See if there's anything to come out about the Phoenix and the Whale. The Phoenix and the Whale. Oh, it's deep. Yeah, you got the High Priestess. Yeah, you know, you are waiting for that opportunity. You're doing your exercises, whether that's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, to be ready to transverse that asphalt when you have to. You're resting, you're looking after yourself, you're calming your mind, you're working on that. You are anticipating that there will be celebration here, but you don't know. You don't know how or when, but you know you're going to be prepared for it when it comes. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, and you'll be prepared for it when it comes. Oh my gosh. The bottom now, as we finish, you have the Knight of Swords. Oops. The Five of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. The Hermit. The Star. I'm really creeping on her like sometimes the way these cards talk to me. Before I get into that, because it's a little bit humorous, is wanting to charge towards this kind of feeling to correct it. Because this feeling is a feeling of isolation and heartbreak. I would almost describe it as loneliness. The Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Hermit. And then into the Star, though, almost like there's distance between you and what you want. You and what you hope for or dream of. Oh, sorry. I almost can't put in the funny, silly thing. Because the cards talk to me with the direction they're going. I don't know. It's just like this young lady who's all naked by the water. It's just minding her own business, doing, I don't know, maybe she's having a bath or something. And then there's like this old creepy guy coming out of the woods. I don't know. I'm sorry. I had to put that in there. Okay, Pisces. It's a beautiful, this is like a beautiful, beautifully painful reading. Yeah, it's a beautifully painful reading. It's the kind of story that you would read this in a book, and it would take you on this beautiful emotional roller coaster. Like, it would bring you into the book. You would be like feeling everything that this character was experiencing. The ups and downs, the hopes, the dreams, the dashing of that, the return of the hope. Like, this is just like a deep story of the human experience on a really poetic level. So I'm going to go do the extended. I don't even know. I mean, I'm going to do the typical. I'm going to ask for guidance and potential outcomes for you. But it just feels so deep. It feels so deep. I might do oracle cards in there too. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.